the housekeeping of this challenge. Okay, so we're going to talk about some things with the challenge. We're going to talk about what you should be expecting, what you should be focusing on now for the next 7 days, etc. All of the replays will be available within 24 hours in our exclusive group. All right. And a lot of you have already introduced yourselves, so that's really, really great. I'm glad, and I've seen a couple more videos came through. I haven't watched those last ones within the last hour, but I'm going to watch those tonight. But what I want to do tonight is, of course, go through the housekeeping, explain to you around the products and the services that you could potentially be focusing on for the next 7 days, because we want you to have results, right? So how many of you have looked at the 10-page guide, and what have you gotten out of that so far? Can you share with the group? You can unmute yourself. I'm interested to hear about what you've discovered about your brand or discovered about the whole selling process, and just kind of give me some feedback on what you've gotten out of that. So who wants to go and jump in with that tonight? I'm kind of looking at all of your faces, seeing who wants to come in and talk about it. No one? Don't make me call on the names now. No, we are not going to be on these lives every day, and people are not going to be talking. This is not a webinar, I promise you. This is a conversation. This is talking back and forth, all that good stuff. So come on in. Tell me who wants to share with me what you got out of the 10-page guide so far.
I will share. So I've been kind of late and behind everything. So I actually was just trying to go back and catch up on everything today.
Yeah.
The video and the comment on the one post. But so far, I was looking at your pitch statement, and so creating that. And I kind of mixed a little bit of that with the expert statement that I already have and put the two together. And I think I kind of feel like it's a little bit more rounded with the together. So
very good. Yeah. The pitch is so important, Queens. If you can quickly pitch yourself within 30-40 seconds, and then you get so consistent with it, it not only is obviously conveyed to other people what you do, but it conveys to yourself what the heck you're doing, right? Like, it allows you to be so aligned with your message from a heart-centered standpoint that allows you to sell it better in any type of moment. In the elevator, at a conference, co-workers, family and friends. So yes, so definitely keep practicing your pitch with one another or with people. And then you see in your tracker that I've attached today, you got to actually show that pitch off in the real world. Okay, so that's one of the steps that I'm going to be expecting from you all. I see some more people came in. Hey, Emily. And it looks like Geraldine just came in. Tiffany came in. Awesome. But anyone else have some feedback around the 10-page guide, and then I'll jump into what we'll be discussing tonight and the next steps. One more person, please. Yes, Sarah.
I was looking at the last page because that's one of the things to do.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one tonight too. So yeah.
Yeah, and I actually have really no idea because it's an MLM, so I guess I'm not really sure how to project anything.
Okay, and we're going to talk about that tonight too, because even if any of you other ladies are having MLL type of opportunities, you always want to brand yourself. You always want to have one-on-one services. You can combine that. So for those that's not aware of it, I'll teach you throughout this week on how to expand yourself and have those extra perks of your marketing business as value added to your own private package. So let me go ahead and mute everyone at this point, because I hear a lot of background noise. If you can mute yourself, I'm going through a muting too, just in case for right now. I really appreciate it, so we can make sure that the recording is not so crazy for those that's listening back in. Okay, awesome. But yeah, so thanks for sharing that, Sarah. And we will for sure be going over the actual profit margin formula tonight. So that's what we're going to be discussing tonight. We're going to discuss on how the heck can you even get to $200,000 in your business, okay? So we're going to make sure that you are uber clear about that, because if you're under $200,000, you're going to be suffering. You're going to be struggling. You're going to be robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're going to feel like you're always in hustle mode if you're under $200,000 a year, okay? So we're going to talk about how to do that, and it's on the last page, as Sarah said, on the 10-page guide. So definitely pull that out tonight. Get that ready because that's something we're going to talk about. Then we'll talk about some of the other pieces that you have questions for. So tonight's session is about 1 hour, not 2 hours. The other ones are all up to 2 hours because on Sundays I meet with Mastermind Queens at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So they would not appreciate us cut into their time tonight, okay? But I promise you the rest of the days, there's nothing after you, so there won't be nothing like, oh my God, I gotta get off because, it's someone else. We will have up to the 2 hours for sure to ask all the questions you want, get all the clarity you needed so that you can start obtaining 1K days for you and your business, okay? So who all has their formula ready as far as the page there? You got it ready, the page, that last page on the guide. Make sure you got that, get that ready. But first, let me just really go through everything with the details of this challenge. And then we'll jump all into that and we'll wrap it up with Q&A tonight. But this whole 7 days is going to teach you all the principles on the 7-step sales process that Tenacious Queen Academy has developed, my company. And it's a proven sales process. Now, not just with myself, but with my clients as well. I've had an honor of serving so many queens and making sure that they can monetize their brilliance with ease and flow. And it's not as hard as you think to make $1,000 in a day. It's a mindset deal. So that's why I did a lot of affirmations on day or week 0 of this program, because I wanted you to start shifting and believing for yourself, man, wealth is at my fingertips, okay? If you have a gift, if you have, that heart to go out there and serve, you can make $1,000 a day. I promise, okay? It's all about tapping into that, really believing it, and then applying the 7-step principles in a way that's comfortable for you and your brand. Now, I've given you a lot of guidelines and checklists and everything in those 10 pages, but you don't necessarily have to do it exactly that way, right? I'm not the business coach to say that's the only way and you won't make money. But this is a huge, awesome blueprint, though, that you can follow, and then you can start tweaking things as you go along with it. Because each one of these steps has more steps within the step, as you saw, right? Like there's 7 steps, but then there's like some of them had 10, 15 things to do within that step. So it's important for you to find a custom flow for you and your brand. You got to find that alignment so that it feels uber cool. Like some of you don't like videos, so that doesn't mean you got to do videos. Some of you are not a public speaker. That doesn't mean you have to set up a meetup group in your area, right? You get what I'm saying with this? Is that it's a template. It's giving you ideas, but you have to figure out what works for you and what doesn't work for you and your brand. So does that sound good with the steps so far on there? Okay, good. Now, each day we'll be doing prompts, so you should have already saw the tracker. How many of you have seen the tracker today that I uploaded? Did everybody get the tracker? Okay, cool. And so that is a great way for you to win a prize. And that prize, if you're not aware of it, is valued at $24.97. It's a 30-day VIP intensive, just kind of you and I, we're going to roll through and create everything from scratch if you need to, as far as your programs, your services, your packages, the pricing, the marketing lingo, the sales process, so that you are uber clear about the way you close your sales in your business. And in some of you, it'll be your first time launching a package, or it will be more so for you that's already launched and made money in your business prior to this, to scale, to go up, to increase the exposures, become more of an authoritative figure in your industry. So the 30 days is quite phenomenal. It really does help you get that bigger picture around how to ensure that you make $200,000 or more a year with ease and flow. All right. So of course, with the tracker each day, you have to ensure that you are hashtagging. Okay. Please use those 2 hashtags for me, because my team and I won't be able to find your posts out there in La La Land, right? Because some of these things, I want you to go out in the real world and promote, because this is visibility for you and your brand. This is allowing people to see you in a different light. You will see there's some strategic things in there to help people see you as an authoritative figure a little bit more. Even this week, like you all can gain just even more clarity and visibility in these next 6-7 days. Okay. So definitely follow that. Use the hashtags Tenacious Queen Academy, and also you'll use the 7K 7 day. Okay. Hashtag. So just make sure you do that, because if I don't see them, I don't see them, right? I guess it's going to be really tough to keep up with it. Now, of course, the ones you have to post in our group, yeah, that'll be easy for me to see. And you don't have to necessarily hashtag those, and in the group. But when you go out to your own personal world, you have to hashtag. Or because some of you I'm not a friend with on Facebook or whatever. I'm not going to see all this stuff that you're doing. But definitely shoot for the stars, right? So definitely do everything on the tracker list, because then it gives you opportunity to win. Because every time I see your name out there under the hashtag, then I'm going to put your name in the bucket for the opportunity to be drawn at the end of this challenge on Saturday. All right. So Marisol, it looks like you have a question, ma'am. What's your question? I'll unmute you.
Okay, so yes, hi, hello. Basically, and I saw on the paper of the tracker that you have to promote one service. Is that like, what would you recommend? Will that be like a high-end service or a low service, or like, is there any like guidelines about the service that we're using?
Great question. And that, yes, we will be talking about that tonight here for sure. We're going to be talking about which packages for you and your brand. I'll be going through each one of you tonight before we end to see what you are thinking of offering. And then I'll kind of give you some quick little feedback here on this line as a group. And then we'll kind of go from there. Okay. So yeah, for some of you, it'll be a low end. Some of you will be a high end. It just depends on your brand and what you've already kind of established. You've been out there already making money, right? So it's kind of custom to you. But yeah, I'll make sure I get that from all of you tonight before you leave. Cool. Any other questions for me so far? Thanks, Marisol.
No problem.
So everybody's clear so far with what we're doing and focus and everything like that? Okay, I'm just kind of scanning all the eyes and such. Okay, cool. So let's now get into the formula as far as that and making sure that you can create your $200,000 blueprint like that, right? So how many of you have already went through this for yourself? Like, have you actually had a chance to kind of create some things around this, or were you waiting to kind of get more clarity about what this is about and what to do? I just wanted to see who had a chance to kind of work on it already. No? Okay, that's all right. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
I started definitely looking through, but I was waiting on Sunday to come.
Yeah.
So we can go over some things.
No problem.
Yeah.
That's good. But yeah, so the way it's all aligned here, the breakdown of your gross sales is really identifying where is your money coming from. Okay. And so I broke it down, obviously the VIPs, if you have any group programs, memberships, speaking gigs, etc., as you see on the list. And I want you to start thinking about in terms of what will be your capacity in each one of these areas. And then, of course, your pricing. So how many of you have programs and services already? Like, let me get very clear about who's on the line that has your prices, you have your programs, you have your services, everyone. So who doesn't on this line then? Because it looks like a majority of you do. Okay, so your name says Lavere, but you just raised your hand. But what is your actual name? Let me go ahead and unmute you.
Donica.
Donica. Okay, hey Donica.
That's Levi. That's my son name. I don't know why I like
okay.
it.
Got it. I'll rename it so I can actually don't think you're someone else. I'm renaming you right now on my screen so I can see it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So Donica, who else doesn't have any programs, packages, or services? And that's kind of you too, Sarah, because you don't have any of your own private services, right?
No, I have I'm running challenge groups.
Yeah.
I offer the packages.
Okay. Yeah, so you have those with the with Beachbody.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'm at work.
Anyone else on the Emily? Emily, did you have a question or wanted to say something?
My comment. I have, as we both know, I have some of my services lined up.
Okay.
What I don't have is my price. Because the one service that I offer, which is the public relations and mini PR line,
yeah,
for what I offer, I want to increase the price.
Okay.
And yeah, I want to increase the price. I'm about to launch my website. My website developer has that going. It should be done 75% by Tuesday, which was what has kept me from hiring my price. And then, so my thing is, I have the social media, I have this, and I have that. But
Yeah.
the price is just like today. I'm kind of proud of myself. I refunded somebody money because I didn't charge her enough for the project. And I said, you know what? I'm not going through with this. I can't. I'm sorry, but it's too much work for what I quoted.
Yeah.
Either we can go ahead and I undercharged you, or the other, I can go ahead and increase the price, or I can go ahead and refund you. But that's my issue is the price, the money point.
The price point. Okay. And there is actually in your guides, ladies, make sure you're clicking on these links. There's links on some of those steps that I've given you videos or, things to like further explain, right? So I know for sure I have a video that's under the pricing piece under week or under step, I think it's 4 or 3. I'm double checking in here, but there's one about prices that I think will be really great for you, Emily, to take a look at and listen on how to align your price points on there. So I'll get that for you to make sure which one it is because it's under there somewhere. I think it's
great. Thank you.
Yeah. So just make sure that there's just being aware that there's actual videos on some of the things, not everything, but some of the things I gave some explanation videos just so you're not unclear about it all because obviously in a group setting, I can do my best, right? But there's going to be some people that still got questions and concerns and things like that. But just of course, you can always put that in our group exclusive page this week, and I'll be answering all of those. I'll be very quick on answering them. I'm not a slacker at all. I'll be right in there. Trust me, I'll be in here with you all week. We're going to be like tied together for the next 7 days, okay? To make sure that you get over to increasing your wealth and monetizing your brilliance. But the thing, though, specifically, Emily, is just for sure watch the video and then start determining what you feel your hours are investing in these programs and services, okay? I've had an honor so far of seeing what your work is, and I can definitely tell you for sure you can add a couple zeros to what you're doing right now from that standpoint. But
that's amazing because I never thought about it that way. So that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's really important because, ladies, you always got to think about the problem you're solving for the people. It's not the fact that it's so easy for you. It's that you are brilliant in what you do, and you deserve, to be compensated for your gift. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. No, the only people that stops you from charging what you're worth is yourself. Okay? No one's telling you you can't charge that. You can't do that. Right? It's our own crap in our head that makes us believe that we're not worthy enough or deserve it. And this week, keep working with those mantras and those affirmations I gave you, because that's going to help a little bit stir it up a little bit more for you. But all because it's easy for you doesn't mean that you don't charge for it and a good price for it at the same time. But, this formula here, now that I know who has a program and not, so the majority already have programs, where do you feel like your money is coming from the most? Or at least your plan of money coming from the most? Those that's already created or at least know the price points. Where is that? What bracket is that for you? Who wants to share with that? Like I know, Brittany, you have services already and prices. Lindsay, you do too. What do you feel like where the biggest bulk of your money income is coming from in your business?
Can I talk?
Yeah.
Okay. So the problem that I have so far is that I work for a higher institution, and I do consulting through them, like business consulting. So this is my first time that I'm actually providing my services to the outside world one by one. So it's totally different because through the institution, we could get paid $50,000 for a consulting project.
Yep.
But now that I'm getting into the online world where all the coaches are online, I can see that it's a totally different structure. So I have my packages, but I guess I'm just starting from zero now through these online platforms because I don't think I can charge someone $60,000 for consulting. Like,
got it. Yeah,
I don't know. It's totally different when you're doing through an institution than when you do it for yourself. So that's where I'm having problems. How to kind of transforming the business that I already have, and putting it out there for this new market.
Okay, I hear you. So who else is having problems with price? Because it sounds like I think that's kind of a big thing in this group right now, right? Is it Emily and Marisol, Brittany? Who else is having problems with your pricing? You're just kind of like, you're not 100% percent on your price right now. You're just unsure about it and you feel like it should be up or down or something like that. Is anyone else feeling like that? No? Okay. It just seems like it's Brittany, Emily.
I feel like I'm at a place where I could increase my prices, definitely. So yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about this a little further tonight then. Let me give you at least good 10 solid minutes on that, right? Because I think we can solve this a little quicker than you think. One of the biggest things when you're looking at your price point, first of all, you want to ensure that you know how many hours it takes you to develop the content for your program, to develop the curriculum for your programs. Because all of you are service providers, so you either have some type of groups, options, a one-on-one option, memberships, something along those lines. So really think about in terms of how many hours did it take me? Like I know my hours for that 10-page guide, it took me 32 hours to create that, okay? I know that. And so because I calculate my hours, and that's how I determine a lot of my price points. Now, how many of you have already valued yourself at an hour? Like, do you know, like, you'd be like, this is my value per hour. Like, this is what I feel like I am worth per hour. Has everyone done that before?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Good. So one of the ways to do that too then, so you'll get your hours that you've invested. You'll obviously multiply that by the actual worth of what you think. Now, for those of you that has not created a value per hour, start thinking about this. And the way you can create your value per hour is a couple ways. You can do some market research in your industry and figuring out what is some competitors per se charging. Now, I'm not saying to copy paste charges because I don't like doing that, but it does give you an understanding of what people are charging in your industry. I know I got some health coaches on this line. I know I got some relationship coaches here, business coaches here, empowerment coaches, all these things. You got to really know what's out there. Not necessarily saying I'm going to take that price that they have, but you just want to know. Right? I would take at least 3 other people that's in your field that is a couple steps ahead of you and just see what do they charge already. That will kind of give you at least a ballpark figure of an idea. Then you start thinking about in terms of your own experience. Think about in terms of your education that you've maybe invested in to be who you are today. Even if the education wasn't for this line of work, like I have a master's degree, but yeah, it's not for this, but hey, I have a master's degree. Right, I paid for that master's degree, right? So I think about all those things. I also think about I not put a number to it, but I also weigh it out with everything I had to learn, all the L's I had to take in life, right? That had to turn into lessons, and all the bumping of my head, and mistakes I've made, or things that I made mistakes on, whatever that may be, hurdles that I've overcame in my life. Those are priceless things, but you have to start writing out exactly who you are and what are you bringing to the table, right? You're bringing something unique to this table. It's not just you're great at health and wellness, right? It's you are an individual that has a unique path, a unique journey that somebody can partake in. And if you don't come up with your own value, then you have no price points then, right? You got to come up with your own personal hourly value. So encompassing the competitors, your own education, any certifications that you have to keep paying for. Some of you may have to, get some renewals on things that you're part of your business actually, or other applications that you're paying for each month and such. So once you get all of that, then you'll start thinking like, okay, yes, I'm worth $200 an hour, or I'm worth $500 an hour, or I'm worth $1,000 an hour, whatever, right? My value is $497, and I'm very firm on that value. And I use that number for everything I develop in my programming, right? It's not necessarily that I take the $497 and multiply it by the 32 hours that I created for the guide and charge that for it, right? I didn't charge you all that much money for it, but it gives me value. It shows me, Erica, this is worth. Okay, worth, right? That amount for in the program, and I'm actually doing the multiplication because I forgot to do it. But $15,904. That was 32 hours of my time that I sat and created this for you. I didn't outsource someone to do this for me. I created for you from my heart, right? So it's something that I know it's worth. Now, when you determine your worth and when you see the value in your programs, do it just like that. Then you will say, well, shoot, $97. I'm not sorry, that's a big jump from the $15,000. That's a heck of a deal. And then you confidently sell it because now you are so aligned with that, you know that it's worth $15,000, but yet you're offering it to your people for $97. You get what I'm saying on that? Is everybody following me on this? Okay, good.
Yes. What if your pricing is too high? Like, what if you do all of that and you
Yeah.
multiply your master's degree? And I've looked at other coaches out there,
Mhm.
but I'm like, this is too cheap. Like,
Yeah.
I've been doing. So what happens? Because I know, like you said, you have a master's degree and all of that. So I'm thinking to myself, how did you charge $97?
For a 7-day, yeah, for this.
Yeah.
Now my programs, no, I got $7,500 VIP programs, $10,000 VIP programs. Big difference from a 7-day challenge.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
So you was like the structure of how to still have your value, but you can charge 97 for a program. Okay.
Yeah, because the way I felt like it is, it's a quick little jump start for you all. It's only
Mhm.
7 days, and it's just something that as a pilot. Now, next time around, it would be only $97 though. I've never charged for a challenge before, so I was just trying to test the waters, right? I was just testing the market, and sometimes you can do that. You can test your market just to see if your tribe is willing to pay at a certain price for certain things. And then you say, okay, guys, now I got all your attention, and I obviously see that this is something you want. It's not going to be that price anymore, though. So you can do the same thing. And it goes back to one of the videos that I did on the 3-part sales process, or the sales series this week in the Tenacious Queen group. Is we were talking about the 3 questions you should be asking your people about, some more market research. And one of those questions, Marisol, is what is how much have you invested into this industry before to make a change? And, and what is the price range are you willing to invest in this industry? Because sometimes some of your clients have never invested in the work that you're offering to them. So if you come at them too high, it's a mindset deal, unfortunately, on their end, because now they're like, I don't see the value of that, right? I don't see the value of that. And I know, like Sarah, you can probably run into that a lot with the Beachbody products, with the challenge packs being $300 or $300-ish. And the thing is that's a mindset from some of the people that's denying it or saying no, they don't see the value. But us as the marketers, we have to communicate the value, right? We have to ensure that they know what the heck they're getting out of this and how awesome it is, and not just losing weight. So like if we're using the challenge pack, it's not just to lose weight. It's to get into the driver's seat of your life. It's to, make more money in your life. It's to have more time with your family. It's other stuff, right? So as all of us, we have to communicate as the online marketers and letting people know what the heck they get for the money that they're investing for it. But Marisol, you're going to have to do some market research in your area for sure, and figure out where is that medium for people. Because you see other business coaches charging whatever they're charging, it doesn't mean that that's the price point you should be at. You have to really test out who is your followership. Who are the people that really gravitate to you? I can't base my prices off other business coaches in my industry. I have to base it off my own knowledge and also base it off my people. And that's why I do pilots and I do different programs. And then I say, oh, okay, working. It's a trial and error thing. It really is. It's no like straight shooting point. You won't have a straight shooting point. If you expect that, you're gonna have a hard time being an entrepreneur. I can tell you that now. There's no straight point, nothing.
I'm actually thinking of doing something like what you're doing, but like a $297, a course that runs by itself just to test the waters.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't do like one-on-one for that amount, but I will test it and do a challenge, like what a group challenge. Yeah. I will do something like that. Yes.
Exactly.
Just to test.
Exactly. I don't blame you. So I think that'll be a great way to do it. So awesome. Any other questions about pricing at this moment? Any other thoughts or questions? All right, so everyone's good on that so far. Awesome. I see a few more people join in from phone numbers, so I can't see your name. So let me know your name on. I think you can rename yourself if you're on your phone. You'll have to click on your icon and you can put your name there, because I don't see the phone, like the phone number ending in 4565 and the phone number ending in 7072. Yeah, and then the other phone number, I know that's Cindy. Okay, perfect. So now. One of the questions before we got into price point though is, where do you feel like your money is coming from the most, or potentially where your money is going to come from? Is it group programs and VIP for you ladies? Like, are you really kind of leaning towards that right now as the bigger money maker in your monetization model?
I actually have a question about kind of like the breakdown that you provided in the guide. Because obviously I'm a virtual assistant. So for me, it's a little harder when it comes to like these different areas because, you know, for example, like I don't have any like memberships or, you know, obviously the affiliate programs is something I could work on, but even like the corporate contracts or the speaking gigs, I guess I have to get a little bit more creative on, you know, finding different avenues of revenue. So I guess what is your advice? What kind of advice could you give me on that?
That's a great question, Jacinta. And a lot of times what you can think of is start looking at yourself as a teacher. And if you put on a teacher hat, it will allow you to think in terms of what can I teach about what I do, right? You can become an expert in what you do. Since you are doing this for your clients, you can create some DIY opportunities for your clients. Maybe they don't have, maybe they don't have the funds to like hire you VIP right now. Maybe they don't have that to kind of get you exclusively, but you can create some templates, some digital products that can help them along the way from virtual assistant opportunities and DIY pieces as well. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so that could be part of one of your legs is digital products. Another one can also be too some type of membership. You can actually create a buzz around other virtual assistants if you wanted to. If you wanted to step into the platform of being a leader and being a spokesperson for other virtual assistants, then you can create a hub where you all are exchanging certain type of resources or exchanging some type of knowledge, you know, coming up with a theme around that where it allows people to come and gravitate to you. And then you really become the authoritative figure in your industry at that point, because now people are looking up to you. And it's like you created your own little pyramid per se, right? Because now you're like, I'm leading this mission around virtual assistants. And I have people like my downline that's, you know, these other virtual assistants, maybe very new to the field, and they're looking for help on how to not just monetize, but to be a great virtual assistant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think in terms of the bigger picture outside of just you serving your clients, but you become an authoritative figure and an expert, you know, in what you do.
Yeah.
And then that's when you'll do the speaking gigs. So speaking gigs would be another one because now you're teaching, right? Then you can use that same platform to do paid master classes, right? Workshops. I mean, it goes on and on and on, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Yes, I have a question. So my brand is more of financial stewardship coach.
Yep.
Trying to help families dig their way out of debt and create opportunity to use their gifts and skills to you know, monetize their skills and use that to pay off debt.
Yeah.
The problem running into is because people are trying to pay off debt, they may not want to spend the money you know, to get into that type of program. So that's what I'm running into, how to monetize it, but, you know, give it to them in a way that they need it. Like I did, our family was able to pay off $40,000 in 21 months.
Yeah.
And I wanted to kind of show them what we did and how we did it, but also let them know that, you know, we were able to get into a program ourselves so we could learn ourselves how to do that.
Exactly. And that's I got a couple things here for you right now. For the one side of the fence, be very, very careful with your marketing. Just because, as you already said, it's so true. If you keep focusing on them getting rid of their debt, they're going to be like, you are a debt, though. Like, they're going to keep thinking, like, their mind is going to keep saying, well, I don't want to pay out extra because I'm trying to get out of debt. Or it's like, it's going to be that, like, reverse psychology that's going to kick you in the butt. So almost find what is the other values of actually getting in control of finances. I will almost spin it a little bit differently where you pull out the other pieces of what is the awesomeness of, you know, being in charge of your money, right? It's not just debt, right? It's not just getting out of debt. It's what else, right? What else? Freedom, right? Peace. You know, making sure that you can, you know, be in charge and do things and have great credit or, you get what I'm trying to say? Like experience, get it more out there, because if you focus on just removing debt, I can already see that person being very closed-minded, as you said.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the other piece, what you can do is maybe in this case, not having so much VIP as your bigger bulk of your money that you're making in your business, but more so like membership programs, membership and group programs where that can lead. That's the base. That's honestly my model. Where I make the most money, believe it or not, is not VIPs. It's the group programs. It's the group programs. It's my masterminds. It's those are the ones that brings in the money. And plus, I like them because they're structured income. Right now, it takes me back to the days when I worked for a company where I can expect a certain salary every month out of my large group programs and such. Right. Because VIPs, it can go like this. And my capacity to take in VIPs is very tiny because I give so much attention that I can't honestly take more than 4 or 5. Like I used to say 5 to 7. Now I cut it down because of the intensity that it goes through sometimes of these launches for my queens. And so 3 to 5 at the very most. So start thinking about in terms of all of you, thinking in terms of where's your money going to come from and what is going to create balance in your life based on your capacity of time that you can give. You know, when you think about the time of how long it takes you to develop your curriculums and your programs, you also have to think about the time and energy you're giving to your clients. I know each week I can give my VIP clients like 5-6 hours of my attention, right? So that adds up because I am very firm about not working over 30 hours a week. So when I only got 30 hours and then I got too many VIP clients, my 30 hours is going to bloop, 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 gone like really quick. So, and because I did not leave my 9-to-5 job to be slaving for a business every day. That's my motto, right? About freedom. And that's what I teach my clients. You don't have to overwork yourself. You don't have to work 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. You can work a comfortable 40 hours or less and still make great money in your business. But you have to set up the dynamics of the principles around what we are focusing on today, that one pager. This right here, you have to figure out where's your money going to come from, because then you will know what you are focusing on. You will say, okay, well, my biggest bulk of my money is coming from memberships. How often am I going to do campaigns for a membership? How often am I going to shout out my memberships? Right? You can't shout out every single day. People are going to get tired of hearing about it. You have to come up with a cycle that you come out maybe every 2 months or every month. And having blasts or email chains or some type of content development, which I know Brittany, she's like the expert of that over there, creating the content around a launch, right? That you can make sure that it's flowing and people are getting that, but then it has that where you're building up the right capacity and getting the numbers so that you are not overworked and underpaid, right? Because none of you want to be overworked and underpaid, right? Right? No. None of us. Okay. So yeah. Any questions about that? Any thoughts about that so far? Just want to check in with all of you. So what are you thinking so far? Tell me what's your thoughts. And if you don't have any questions, what comments do you have right now? What did you learn so far tonight? What did you get out of this? Like something maybe that was like, oh yeah, I didn't even think of it like that. Anything?
I would say,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I would say definitely motivation, definitely clarity, inspiration for sure. And just to know that everybody's here is kind of on the same page and in the same space, and that we're going to work together. And when this 7-day challenge is over, we're going to definitely be at a better place than we are right now. So that right there, there's strength in numbers. So just more so inspiration and motivation. So thank you.
You're welcome. What about you, Brittany?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I thought that what you kind of said was interesting about how you split your time with things, and like, for instance, when you talked about like your VIP clients, and like I kind of have like that similar problem where I'm like, okay, if I have a lot of VIP clients, then I'm not going to be able to do a lot of the other things that do bring in income, like my membership program and creating group programs. So I like that you said that like sometimes like it's okay to like focus on some of these other things that might not be like that high price, but can still like bring in a comfortable income and still be able to market it in that way, because I kind of have like that block where I'm like, okay, but if I have like 5 like clients at one time, how am I going to be able to like do all these other things?
Yeah, this is your time to think about your time like that. You know, when you examine this formula and get your profit margins in alignment here for your business, then you will know exactly that type of energy you need for certain things. You know, you'll get that rhythm, and that's where that ease and flow comes into place. But the thing is, ease and flow doesn't come into place until we do that pre-work, right? And that racking your brain trying to figure out, okay, all right, this is my money here, group programs, my VIPs, this takes this many hours, and then keep rotating it. And then once you actually have group programs, ladies, always record it and then repurpose the content. Then that is when you can develop digital programs. And that's when it gets real cool now, because now that's when you're making money while you're sleeping. Okay, that's when you don't have to be exchanging your time. You don't have to be on calls like what we're on right now, you know, to monetize. You could be more so where, you know, you just got paid, you know, $500-$600 last night because somebody bought a couple of your programs and self-study programs. And so start thinking about that too, that first develop the group programs, membership, something, record them, and then repurpose it and upload it on a Teachable account. You can upload it on a Thinkific account. I think that's what it's called. And then it's another one where you can even use the ClickFunnels membership site. You can actually, from ClickFunnels, create a membership from that, and then people can have their information dripped in. Or you can just, you know, do it another way where it's just having them come in to the Facebook group page, and then they just have access to that information right then and there. It's like, you know, they just pay you monthly and they just keep getting access to information that's downloaded inside of the exclusive page. So there's always a way to make money. It just, you know, it just depends on how you want to house that information, how clean and awesome you want it to look, or do you want to just kind of get straight to the point? And people don't mind that either. I've done all of those things. I've done all types of group programs where it was no, what you call it, like a platform where they can download everything. We just met up in an exclusive group, just like how we're doing in ours, and paying. I actually have a membership right now that's like that. But then I added the membership platform, but it didn't start off like that. It started off where it was just in a group page. Here's the links. Here's the videos, and they were just paying me monthly. You know. Sometimes you just got to start where you can, and you got to figure out what is that you can do to start bringing that revenue in on a consistent basis. But I definitely say shoot for the group programs and memberships first, because that's going to create the flow for your business and that consistent income. So then therefore, when those one-on-ones come into play, it will be like, oh, okay, you know, like, oh, okay, I got 3 now, I don't have none, then I got 3 again. You know, it's like a roller coaster with the VIP side. But the group programs, it's like, okay, if I fill it up, it's filled, I just got to retain them. Okay, I got to retain them and I got to upgrade them. Retain them, upgrade them. And we'll talk about that on day 7, because that I have a huge model around that. All my clients are very retained. Very. Like, I think I did a calculation. I think I retain about 79, 80% of my clients because of the flow I do it. And they just keep coming back. They keep investing for different things. And it's not because they're dependent on it. They just love what they're getting. They love the results that they're obtaining, and they come back for more, right?
They love your energy.
And my energy, maybe. Yeah, there you go. That too. But the thing is that they keep getting results, right? And they keep going to the next level. And then we're like, okay, so now we got that on the list. Let's go to another level. Let's work on this together. So just know that there's ways to do that too. But we'll talk about that towards the end of the week. But yeah, any other thoughts or questions about
Yes, I want to ask you, how much did you charge for your first group program, and how far ahead did you advertise it? Because
great question.
know we have 7 days for this, but I really want to make some money this week because my energy is very high.
Got it. Yeah, that's right. And that's why
I want to ask you, like, how much money did you charge? How many days was? What was the structure?
Yeah, great question. So my first
for your first one,
my first group program as a business coach was $1,745. So $1,745, and it was a 4-month mastermind. Okay, and the thing is that it was 4 months. We met in a group weekly, all those things. I promoted that literally. It took I did a 5-day sale challenge. Okay, a 5-day sale challenge that I had it was a free challenge that kind of brought all those women in. I had over 200 people enroll for the actual 5-day sale challenge. So this is me being the sales and sales expert. That's when I started this. And then the thing is that 200 people enrolled. Then I did a live master class right at the end of the 5 days, and about 15 people, 16 came live. Live, because that's very normal to have that high enrollment rate, but then low people or less people come showing up. But then once I did that, I had offered them and let them know about the 4-month mastermind. Then I did discovery calls with a few ladies, and I booked 9 of them from that actual challenge. Okay, so that was kind of like the first one there. And you asked for the promotion though. I promoted it I actually don't know that exact right now, but I know it wasn't long. I don't promote long because to me it drowns out your audience. So I would say give yourself definitely 3 weeks to promote as far as a program per se. To make sure you get the buzz. It's very important to have a position where you start off with maybe something free or a small paid option to kind of like get their attention, and then you can start promoting from there, the actual end game. So there's always an end game. Like for you all, there's an end game. I always make sure I help my clients keep the momentum, right? I'm not going to let you just leave from this and you don't have other options. So for those that want to continue on, there's obviously VIP programs. There's just quick little 90-minute sessions that we can do. There's something for you. So you have to do the same for your client as well. You can't provide a challenge or provide an experience and then you just drop the ball on them, right? You have to create something afterwards. So go from a free challenge, something maybe small, then help them keep the momentum. Oh, look at the doggy. Cute doggy, Sarah. But yeah, did that answer your question, Marisol?
Yes.
Okay, good. Any other questions, ladies? We got about 10 more minutes. So what questions? So this is your time to ask about your services this week. We need to talk about that for each one of you. We're going to go down the line really quick and see what is it that you're going to put all your focus around this week. It can be something small. It can be something on higher end. Now, let me give you my recommendation really quick as you're thinking. Now, for those that have never offered anything to your clients, I do recommend, if you haven't already created an audience at this moment, if you don't have an audience around what you're trying to sell, then what we need to look at is something that's maybe small, right? Something that can get them in the door, right? Something that can be like, this is something I got and I got more, like you got to like get them now. Now my queens has already been out there and you've established yourself. You got some traction so far. Then, none of us are Oprah on this line, right? So it's as long as you got some traction, right? Some people know you for something, then yeah, you can go higher end, just depending on what that product is. So let's go across. I'm going to just kind of read off the names as I see them. So the first one I have is Lindsay. So Lindsay, tell us, what are you going to focus on for this week?
So for this week, I decided to focus on my lower end, my Balanced Happiness 1-hour organization session.
Okay.
And it's basically to help you organize your life and everything you do from the day-to-day basis, so you do have more time to practice self-care or to work on your goals.
Cool.
So it'll help you kind of
love it. And how much is that for, Lindsay?
That life structure. So that one is $197.
$197
for the hour.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, that sounds great. That's a good one. And then who's next here? Sarah, what are you focusing on for this week?
Hey. Okay. Let me actually, my husband literally just put on me.
Okay, no problem. I'll go to the next lady, okay? I'll go to the next, just in case. Donica, what are you focusing on? Oop, there you go. You're unmuted now.
Okay, great. I'm focusing on selling books this week.
Books. Perfect. And how much is your book?
It's $10. I sold 11 today.
Hey, you go, girl. She said, I sold 11 already. Hey, that counts towards your, that's another thing too. I didn't even tell you all that too. So every time you make money, you have to tell everybody, okay? I don't care if it's a penny. You need to tell everybody in the group, I monetized, okay? I monetized.
I monetized.
Yep, and then you'll put that in the group, and put the amount that you monetize. And then it just kind of keeps, it just keeps our spirits high, right? That you've seen your women winning, right? You see your queens winning. And so definitely all week, please announce it inside of our group that you monetize. I would love to know that. All right. Sarah, let's go back to you.
Okay, so I have my first paid challenge group, like alone as a coach, because last month I put my challenges in my uplines group. So this is my first month like running my own.
Okay.
And I have 7 people signed up.
Cool.
Which is pretty decent. But they're all like either like a 3-month subscription or they're not getting the shakes. Like they're all like really tiny subscriptions. Like it's not like I sold 7 challenge packs. I only sold 1. So my goal is to show them the value of keeping their membership. So maybe getting a longer subscription. We want to somehow get them on the shake subscription also, because that's like for me. And then I also want to do a better job of explaining what it is to be a coach and the benefits of that and talent that comes with it, because that's where for me the income starts coming, is when I'm for me and they do the same thing.
Yeah. But what's the one thing that you're going to focus on this week? Because it's only 7 days, so it's hard to focus on all that in 7 days, right? The reason why I'm asking one, ladies, is because when you put your energy on that one, right, you can make sure you post about that one. Like, so everything that you're going to have to show up in the social media world, you want everything to be around that end game, right? So when Lindsay was sharing with us that she has this 1-hour organizing session, that means all her posts are going to be pretty much in alignment to that. It's going to spark her following about organizing more and about the awesomeness of that and the balance of that, the peace of that. And so therefore her post should be matching it. So about time she says, hey, I have this 1-hour session, her audience is already primed and ready to buy for that session. You get what I'm saying? So Sarah, if you find, like, if you want to bring in more coaches this week, or you want someone to do a subscription this week or challenge pack, oh no, they already did. You said they already basically invested 7 people, right?
I have 1 challenge pack and the rest just have like the membership to the streaming service.
Oh, streaming services. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I would really like to learn how to bring in more coaches.
More coaches. Okay. Cool. All right. What about you, Miss Brittany? What are you focusing on?
I am going to focus on my membership, the Content Creation Academy. Okay. And my goal right now is to double the members I have. Right now I have 7 members, so I would like to have 14.
Cool. And how much is the membership?
The membership is $25 a month.
Got it. Awesome. Thank you. What about you, Jacinta?
I'm sorry, I was on mute.
That's okay.
I'm going to be focusing this week on selling some more of my higher end packages, which are my platinum packages, which consist of 40 hours a month.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And what is the price for that one again?
$1,200.
$1,200. Got it. Platinum. Yeah. And how many hours again? I forgot. 40?
40
hours. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Katrina, what are you focusing on, ma'am? Oops. Let's see. You're unmuted now.
Okay. I think I'm going to focus on, I have a show me how to budget planning session.
Okay.
That's about an hour, and I charge $97 for it, just to show people how to either do it in Excel, do it on paper, but how to do a monthly budget. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on this week.
I love it. Great. Thank you. Brandy, what are you focusing on? Oops, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. You're unmuted too, but I can't hear you. Let me go over to another queen and then play around with yours and see if we can get it. Marisol, can you go ahead and share with us while I play around with Brandy's profile here?
Okay.
Thank you.
In my Spanish community, because I already built that one, I'm offering a 30-day challenge of time management and goal setting. So like get clear on your goals and all that. And the 30-day challenge is $97. And then for my English community, which I'm launching myself into now, I am going to launch probably a 30-day launch your business challenge. Like how to launch your business in 30 days. And that's going to be $297 just to get people in the door.
So which one for the 7-day challenge are you going to focus on? Either which one, the time management one or the launch your business one?
I'll do the launch your business. I'll do that one because that's going to be a bigger challenge for me.
Yep, there you go. I think I was feeling the same way for you too. Yep, launch your business. Perfect. Emily, what are you focusing on this week?
Hold on 1 second.
No problem. I'll go to somewhere next.
I'm gonna focus on my son was in the background. What I'm gonna focus on this week is my lab, the mini PR lab.
Mini PR lab, okay. And how much is that?
$100.
100. Yep.
But that's what I want to increase the price on. But because I put the $100 price like a year ago, and I'm so excited. Like I told earlier.
Yeah.
So excited. My client, like I've had other celebrity clients.
Yeah.
But I've never claimed it.
Yeah.
And then this client ended up getting a panel spot.
Wow.
At a company called Premier Vision, which has celebrity panels at their Glow Up event.
Oh, wow.
In Atlanta. And it's a celebrity panel. So I'm now able to say, I've dealt with celebrities.
Yeah. See, well, that's good. and that's part of your tracker this week too, is to show and share your evidence and share the testimonials. That's one of the pieces that set you up as a authoritative figure in your industry too. So you got to broadcast that somehow. You got to claim that client and
exactly.
Say, hey.
But you know what I've been waiting for? I'm not gonna lie, Erica. What I'm waiting for is my website to launch. That way I can
it's holding you back.
I can change my whole image online.
Yeah.
It's about to be renewed. Like my photo, my main photo on Facebook.
Yeah.
Everything is about to get lifted, shifted, and changed because I'm not the same person. That picture that I have on Facebook was from like so long ago, and I'm not that same person no more. But yeah, that's what I want to focus on. But yeah, that's what I've been waiting on to increase my price and everything is my website to launch.
Okay. Yeah. And I think as you go through this week, you'll start seeing some things, and I think you'll start expanding yourself to know that, well, okay, you know what, I can add the price. Just going through step by step, you'll start. It'll come.
Question too. Can I use this week? I don't know if this would be a good idea, maybe, but as we're talking, I'm thinking. Can I use it? Because she said by Tuesday it should be 75% done. By next week it should be complete. So can I use my week as a kind of you know what I'm trying to say, because I see you should get ahead. You know what I'm getting.
Like kind of getting into priming your audience.
Yeah, exactly.
This week, but this will be your week to kind of get out there and be seen and more.
Yeah, by the way that you're saying, by the steps that you're saying to do.
Yeah, and you don't have to focus on selling this week. You could focus on visibility for you this week.
Exactly, because even though you're doing the visibility part, your sales is still going to come in because people are going to want to.
Yeah, the more that people see you, the more they want you. Right?
Exactly.
So yeah, that's good. So yeah, your focus is visibility for right now, and then we'll focus, and of course the mini PR lab though.
Yes.
So awesome. So thank you so much, Emily. Brandy, I wanted to see if your voice came back because I cleared it, but I don't know if it's going to change. Let's see. Yeah, there's something on your end there because it's not on my end. So can you put it in the chat box? If you can see your chat, you can actually chat there and let us know what you're selling this week or what you're focusing on selling this week. But let's all assume that everyone's going to sell something this week, right, ladies? Right? Yes. All right. Let me go on down to Empress. What are you selling this week, Queen?
Am I unmuted?
Yep, you are.
Okay. This week tomorrow I launch a free 5-day training in my private Facebook group, the Mindset Mastery Movement. I'm doing identifying and transforming self-sabotaging behaviors.
Okay.
And it's a lead up to a program that I'm offering. It is my Goal Getter Success Package. So I have 2 packages. The theme is kind of align before you grind, getting people into working on their mindset before they like do their grinding so that you're aligned to the work you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start offering that starting Wednesday.
Okay.
And my package is, it's gonna be 4 structured coaching sessions, like teaching the content, doing one-on-one sessions, teaching the content.
Yeah.
And I'm offering it for $299. I'm thinking about increasing the price as I'm listening to this call, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody that works with me, they always increase their prices. They're like, wait a minute. You're right, Erica.
Yes, exactly. I'm listening. I'm like, well, shit. Like, I know what I'm talking about, and I know that this stuff works, and I do it in my own life.
Yes,
so I'm gonna be thinking about that over the next couple of days, and where I feel comfortable with bringing that package to life. But that's what I'm working on this week.
Okay. So basically, the $299 package is a 5-day mindset program.
Oh, no. I'm doing a 5-day training that is going to be my lead in to offer that package. That package is 4 structured coaching sessions for achieving your goals. So it is more of the identifying self-sabotaging behaviors, identifying your core desired feelings, and then structuring yourself for success for your goals.
Perfect. Thanks, Empress. Good job. That's great. So I have 2 more left. It's Cindy, and then I don't know the other line here. There's a phone number ending in 7072. So whoever wanted to go first, either Cindy or the other phone number, please start speaking up because we are over here, and I know my mastermind queens are waiting on me right now on the other side. So if we can make sure we get your numbers out here quickly as possible. Who's going to go first? And Brandy sent hers in. She said 30-minute discovery sessions for $47 with a visibility new biz coach. Awesome. And that's
can you hear me?
Oh, I think I can. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I'm a brand new business coach. I'm like a month in, so I'm trying to get visibility.
Yeah.
Build rapport with my audience, and so I'm going to do discovery sessions for $47. I actually own a full service event planning and bakery, so this is a new side.
Got it. So yeah, definitely follow the tracker for sure, because that tracker is going to get you that visibility, and you will see how it catches on. And then obviously, as you keep being consistent with that type of flow, you'll definitely get the traction on those discovery calls.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So the other 2 ladies, are you going to speak up? Do you have
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Danny. This is Larkia.
Hey, Larkia.
Hey. So I think I'm going to focus on, I had 2 different things, but I'm going to scratch both of those. And I think because I'm just brand new, I really need to focus on the visibility and branding myself.
Okay.
Distinctly different from everything else that I've had going, from real estate, and I also do life insurance. So I kind of need to focus on branding that part of me and becoming more visible.
Okay. I think that's a great idea. Perfect. You'll definitely get more visibility with this challenge this week for sure. And then lastly, Cindy, Miss Cindy, are you going to let us know what you're focusing on this week as far as sales? Let me unmute you. You're unmuted.
Oh, good. Okay. So yeah, this week I plan on just basically working on perfecting my craft. I want to start buying better quality materials needed for my business.
Okay.
And I definitely want to start taking more pictures of my work just so I can get out there and, like everyone else stated, having visibility. I want to create a website so I can showcase all of the things I have made. So that's what I'll focus on this week.
Okay. And can you tell the ladies what you do?
So right now I'm actually doing 2 different type of businesses. The first is a heat press company with my sister. So I'll be making T-shirts with different slogans and different pictures and things like that on the shirts for businesses, for family reunions, for funerals, and etc. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll also be customizing clothing. So yeah, I'll be doing a mixture of different things.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Well, great, ladies. It sounds like we got very clear about what you all are going to focus on. So definitely follow the tracker. Make sure that you're able to move forward with that each day. If you have any questions about it, you can ask in the group. Please refrain from any inboxes. Okay, please do not send me any private messages about this challenge. Please, 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 please. Okay, because the thing is that everyone may have that same question. Someone else in the group can get that answered, and it's just it gets redundant when you're getting those same questions, and we can just knock this out the park one quick time to get you moving. I want to make sure that you have the clarity you need to, and I want you to make sure that your time is being recognized and valued, and I want you also to do the same for me as well. Okay, so it goes both ways. But I wanted to bring that up to your attention. But Marisol said, where can we find the mantras and affirmation videos? So the mantras are actually attached to the exclusive group. So they're all pictures. There's 30 of them. And you can choose, the 7 that you want out of the 30. But just making sure that you're able to at least focus on something this week from a mindset standpoint around money. Because it's very hard to make money when you got a bad mindset about money. Okay.
So the 7K group that we're part of, that's where I haven't seen them. I'll look at it.
I'll tag you on it. Okay. So you can see them. Yeah, I posted it on last week. But yeah, so awesome. Well, great. Oh yeah. So Emily says she has to set her own screensaver. That's perfect. Every day, ladies, tell yourself those affirmations that'll help you clear up your mindset around money. But I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. I will be seeing you on tomorrow at 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern time. So every day after this is 8 p.m. Okay, for all the other sessions, all the way through to Saturday. Saturday night. Don't be trying to kick it now. You got to get on this call with me at 8 p.m. on Saturday. Then you go kick it. Okay. Make sure you're live with me now. Don't leave me hanging on Saturday night, because my husband will be like, you on this call for 2 hours and only 2 people showed up. Don't do me like that. Come live on Saturday night with me, please, so that we can close it out with a bang with this challenge. All right. So enjoy your evening, ladies. I will see you around. Definitely put your questions in the actual group page if you think of any of them, and we'll go from there. Does it sound good to everybody?
Yes.
All right, ladies. See you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Same place, same time. All right. Bye.
Bye.